Take two. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Ava's Temple of Consciousness, and to the 7th in the series of the Hidden World of the Tarot. Specifically, this is the number 3. We're having a sort of numerological investigation of the numbers between 0 and 10. These are symbols that are used by the tarot. So please see them in sequence to get a better understanding of them. When we arrive at the number 3, we have a revelation of the divine. The number 3 is the number of divinity revealing itself. At number 1, the identity formed from the divine. At 0, the our identity formed. And then we witnessed, or are witnessing, the duality that is presented in the world, symbolized by the number 2. And at 3, there's a realization that there's something beyond that duality. That is the world of material form and experience. We realize that there is something beyond our physical, sensorial experiences. And it provokes then the birth of new thoughts as we experience life, represented by the 2, the duality, the opposites. Out of our deepest being, our spiritual essence, springs new thoughts, revelations. From the deep, invisible reservoir of our mind. This is the Triad. The relationship of the I, the 1, to the 2. The I added to the 2 creates 3. From the invisible realm of our mind appears thoughts in reaction to the events that we experience, that the I confronts. Those thoughts that appear then generate other thoughts, and they combine their power and yearn to express themselves through our actions, through our deeds. The three speaks about this triad. It recognizes that the duality represented by the two is an illusion. Only in the one, in the infinite identity that comes from God, that we are. This identity, this spiritual self, is called from the divine. And the dual world stimulates the I to create. So the three is about creation. The three is born of the mating of opposites. On a very mundane level, these are new ideas, new ventures, those aha moments. These ideas are formed out of the conditions that are met. These ideas, these thoughts, crystallize into words, concepts. Therefore, writing, communication, expressing oneself, is implied. Self-reflection, pondering, believing in your own creative process, dreaming, daring to dream. In the world, it's entrepreneurial projects, intellectual stimulation, envisioning, very much like the Three of Wands. As the Three of Cups then, cups being emotion, the Three of Cups is the emotional reaction to events, which bring new feelings to the surface. These are impressions, feeling impressions, like waves coming up with deep insight. Insight that helps us grasp the emotional implications of the moment. With the Three of Pentacles, the grounding of these thoughts, these ideas, are indicated. Making ideas, making your thoughts function practically. Laying them out logically, rationally, so that they can impress the material world with structures and forms that endure. The Three of Cups, Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. And finally, we have the Three of Swords. Let me speak a little on this. I don't always agree that the Three of Swords is so negative. The illustration on the card in tarot shows three swords piercing a heart. Not a very pleasant picture. You see, the swords are about the mind. And three, the number 3, is about the mind as well, ultimately. The mind in its many levels and guises. But the implication is that the mind may become top-heavy, may become caught in a sort of tug-of-war with feelings. And feelings are always at the deepest level of our consciousness, and therefore are more true, more real. And without the instruction and guidance of our feelings, the mind can get lost in the corridors of analysis and speculation, and one can lose or loose their anchor in the heart and in God. That's why it often takes on this gloomy aspect, the Three of Swords. But I, like Rudolf Steiner, believe that the intellect, the logical process, can be tamed and allied with the purposes of God, which can lead to great feats of intellectual triumph and thoughts in the intellect can be used like a key that opens the door to the heart. So, I would assign that possibility to the Three of Swords as well. I'd say that's a fairly good summary of the three and what it means, even through the various elements as well. So, something to think about. And I'll see you soon at number 4.